Alright. Back already. We're back on that Fight Night Champion.
Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City for our main event of the evening. 6 rounds of heavyweight action. Boy, and we expect this to be a big night of action. We spoke with both fighters yesterday. Fireworks anticipated here tonight. Let's see.
Across the ring, from Oregon, Antonio.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
Here we go, round number 1, scheduled for 6. Hey, this is a big spot for him, Teddy. Chavez's future could be determined tonight. He's a clear-cut underdog.
Yeah, Joe, this is like high school. You want to get to college, but you have to go through high school first. What you learn there will tell what college you get accepted into. And that's what the story is for this fight.
Be interested to see early on here how much an advantage there is with speed. Bishop's full of it. He has blazing hands, Teddy.
Can he keep it up all night long? I think he's going to have to.
Good flush shot upstairs. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. You remember when Andre Bishop was a good, hard-charging middleweight prospect? He was a great combination puncher. That's what he's doing now as a heavyweight here. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Andre Bishop getting back to basics, landing that right hand. And now he's targeting upstairs. That's an impactful right hand by Andre Bishop. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Andre Bishop, that training really paid off. Just back to basics with the 1-2, boom, boom. Chavez is giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. That was a good round for Andre Bishop. He just went out there and controlled everything.
And he did it fundamentally, too. He used the jab. He set up the body attack. He did it like a good, solid fighter.
Very accurate with the overhand right. Bishop's picking up right where he left off. Remember how he finished that last round?
Yeah, he really finished strong, really fast. And you know what? This is a thinking man's fight. I know a lot of people are going to say Teddy's just an aggressive fighter. No, he understands, and his corner understands, that his opponent only had 60 seconds to recover, and they're jumping on him, figuring that their opponent hasn't recovered.
The other day when we were talking to Andre Bishop, he said to have success in this fight, I have to land combinations. He landed a good one there. Andre Bishop getting to his opponent's head. Nice job by Bishop with the power shot. There's that overhand right. Chavez has got a bad cut now that's opened up on his cheek. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. A stinging uppercut by Chavez. Brings a big power punch. It landed well.
Well, we were talking about getting into the kitchen. He went in there, and he tore apart that kitchen.
Teddy, I don't think he's got visions of sticking around too long. He's landed power punches early.
Yeah, he wants to make it a quick night's work.
Crushing blow up top.
I don't know if he has enough time to recover.
Bishop's getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. 10 clicks of the talk. Carisi stresses to Andre Bishop to control every second of the 3 minutes of a round. He did so in that last round.
Yeah, and the way he did it was by controlling range. He's very good at making sure he's the master of distance.
Back to action here at the start of this round, which is just part of what has been a very evenly fought fight. One of those fights that's going to be very hard to score. Big uppercut right on the mark. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Bishop's combination punching working out well there. He landed 3 solid shots. That's what Andre Bishop wants to do right there, land the right hand. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land a counter punch.
And that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 air spin and then go. Oh, no. Actually, I would say a little counter punching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. Able to bring the hook down low. You know, Bishop's opponent has set a pretty good pace here tonight, and I don't think Bishop has reacted well to it. He's fading a bit.
Yeah, he's got his mouth open a little bit. There's 2 problems there. One, you're telling your opponent, I'm tired. The other is you have your mouth open. That's a loose joint now. You get hit on the jaw, you can get a broken jaw.
Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. Scored well up top. He gets off with a combination up top. Chavez is stunned and he is hurt. What a big shot. He just fought the other guy's fight, and now it's not his fight at all. He is down.
No, he should have been on the inside. He pulled out into a world of trouble, a world of punches.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Here we go with the 4th round. What a smart combination by Andre Bishop. Effective work with that flush overhand right. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Chavez is thinking right now that he's doing a good job defensively, but it's really not the case, Teddy. Every so often, you will see a punch split that guard.
Yeah, he's just standing there. First of all, the gloves, he needs to extend them just a little bit away, so as you said, those punches, you know.
And now you see him scoring well with the right. Uncle Mo has come to visit. Momentum is now on his side. Did you see that? And he goes down for a 2nd time. Does he have enough this time to rise up and continue on?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Chavez is going to keep taking this test, rising up after being knocked down. You know, one of the major issues here is he may be swallowing some blood now. You can see blood in his mouth. Oh, that's a big shot to the head. Bishop's able to land a good, solid left hand. Nice combination by Andre Bishop. Good shot to the head with that right hand. Little head hunting with the left. Chavez's failure to get away from his opponent's right hand is really the difference in this fight.
It is. He continues to get hit with the same punch. Needs to slip to the left.
Targeted hook landed by Andre Bishop. Andre Bishop returns to trainer Gus Carisi, and that was a great round Gus just saw from his charge. Bishop stunning his opponent.
Yeah, well, Gus is going to probably remind him, the guy's hurt, he's going to be on survival mode. That means he's going to be using his legs, moving his head. That means he'd go downstairs, visit that basement.
Downstairs with a right hand. Chavez is once again the target of a hook. A well-placed power punch by Andre Bishop. Chavez's right hand scores well that time. And now he's targeting upstairs. Andre Bishop on the receiving end, but Bishop also on the giving end of a power punch. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. Chavez is rocked by a huge hook to the head. Oh, a crushing shot by Andre Bishop. A thunderous punch able to land to the head.
Joey,
Chavez is stunned. Big shot there. Wow, he goes down again.
this is going to be called the elevator fight. Up and down all night.
By knockout, your winner, Andre Bishop.
Brian Kenny back here on Friday Night Fights. Big pay-per-view this past weekend. Isaac Frost defending his heavyweight title again, stopping Reggie Stewart in 2 rounds for his 14th successful title defense. Promoter D.L. McQueen has begun touting Frost as one of, if not the greatest champions of all time. That seems a bit premature, but there's no arguing with Frost's record. Undefeated, all his wins coming by knockout. Quite a feat. In other news, can former middleweight contender Andre Bishop make a comeback after spending more than 5 years in prison? And can he do it as a heavyweight? It's one of the more fascinating stories in sports. We'll, of course, have the latest for you here on Friday Night Fights.
The Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City is home to our boxing card tonight, and it's headlined by a heavyweight clash. Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas with you ringside. This is just the second fight at heavyweight for the former middleweight prospect, the American Andre Bishop. Tonight, Bishop will face Raul Castillo. So round 1 is underway between Bishop and Castillo. We'll give you something to look for, at least what we've been hearing out of the Bishop camp, is that they're very conscious of the body punching of Castillo. So look for Bishop to try to defend that well. Teddy, we've seen both these guys before, and we have a feeling, just kind of have the feeling that it could be one of those special nights.
Yeah, because their styles, it suits up for one of those special nights.
Andre Bishop has always been known as a fast fighter. He's had that hand speed as a middleweight, and now it's transferred into his heavyweight days as he lands the hook there. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Andre Bishop. Teddy, I assume many times in your career, you were instructing a fighter that was going to face a fighter who just had the longer reach, flat out had it. What did you tell him? What did you try to cement in his head leading up to that fight?
You know, sometimes you get caught up when you're fighting a fighter with those great, outstanding physical attributes like tallness and height, reach advantage. You start to think that only one way is the way to go. You got to force yourself to work your way in. I remind myself and I remind my fighter that you can step out and make the taller man give up his height. Walk him into traps.
Raul Castillo is putting money in the bank here. Andre Bishop is eating these body shots. That'll slow him down later. Nice strike after catching one by Andre Bishop. Rock'em sock'em robots right from the start here, Teddy.
No defense, just pure offense.
We count down the final moments of this round.
Ah, still some grabbing.
Nice work that round. All right. Good with that.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Castillo's got a cut. It looks like it's below the eye on the cheek, but it's something that needs to be monitored. Wow, what an uppercut. Castillo's left landing. He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. He's jumping all over him now. Raul Castillo's nailed by that shot. Absolutely rocked. He could go down here, Teddy. Really on the mark with that over-the-top shot with the right hand. Scores up top with a left. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Castillo. Good job protecting himself. Good right hand by Andre Bishop. He needs more of that. And right from the start, he's throwing the power punches and landing them.
I think he has a date. He wants to get to it.
And he ties up on the inside. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Raul Castillo. There's the uppercut, one of my favorite punches, and it works that time for him. Oh, good exchange there. 10 seconds to go in this round. Bishop's done a good job there, offensively scoring with that left hand. And that's the end of round 2.
I need you to move this round, all right? Move. Muévate.
Castillo's opponent is not seeing the damaged goods he was opposite of in the last round. This is a different fighter starting this round right here. Targeting each other, the exchange was... Oh, and he got caught right there. Everything was going fine, and then he got caught.
Well, that's the problem. It was going too fine. He got a false sense of security. The other guy wasn't throwing back. He took for granted, and bang, you can't take for granted in this ring.
You can actually see how heavy Bishop is breathing right now. He's desperate to get some air into those lungs.
He better close that mouth before he's desperate to get his jaw wide.
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counter-puncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
90 seconds to go here in this round. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Andre Bishop. Good counter punch. I loved how he moved off to the side and landed it.
Yeah, that's real smart. That's something that you teach in the gym, and you love when you see it executed.
Andre Bishop's not just loading up. He's landing combination punches like he did right there. Oh, that's a good hook to the body. Boy, Castillo's really banging that drum. He's hitting Andre's body with ease. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch.
You're doing great. Keep moving.
Let's see if Bishop can survive this. He just took a big shot.
I think he can survive it. Why? Because he has all that amateur experience. He's been in this position before.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself.
I need to keep pushing this guy away.
So we've reached the halfway point of this main event. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Bishop's got that one gift that we have seen win time and time again, and that is pure speed. He's got it every which way.
Yeah, he's put those punches together. There's one way that you have to combat speed, and that's not trying to match it, and that's controlling distance and using timing. That's what his opponent needs to do now.
uppercut got him bad. Wow. Trouble time for Bishop. He's going to have to beat the count.
You wonder whether or not he's going to panic here or whether or not he's going to grab on the way he should.
Andre Bishop back up, but is he back in this fight?
I think he can still be dangerous. A wounded animal is always something you have to be cautious with. And right now, Andre Bishop can be dangerous, can catch his opponent, maybe coming in a little reckless.
Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Castillo. And yet another big shot comes in. Well, we knew. Heavyweight action headlining our fight card here at the Mexico City Plaza in the heart of Mexico City. Good evening, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. What a curious path it's been in the career of Andre Bishop, the former middleweight prospect, now fighting his second fight as a heavyweight. He will do so tonight against Raul Castillo. Well, let's talk about what kind of a fight this could end up being, because as far as we see it, both guys are really committed to the cause here. They want each other.
Hey, look, the old times would say these guys are harder to miss than they are to hit.
A well-placed left hand up top. One of the fastest punches in the game. You see how he just turns over that hook? This is typical Raul Castillo, scoring well to the body. Andre Bishop is hurting there. Solid left hand to the head. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Well, it's very easy to see here. You have one fighter who has a distinct advantage in terms of the reach. What do you have to do when you're fighting a guy who you know can bring that long arm out and get there before you can?
Joe, there's two ways to deal with a taller fighter. One is the traditional way. Just tuck up, get a good defense, and make sure you start working your way in. Slip the punch, take that height advantage away. Bring your legs. The other is to step out, believe it or not. Elicit the taller guy to give up his height. Make him come to you.
They're not exactly getting to know each other. They're just beating the hell out of each other early on here.
Yeah, Joe, if this keeps up, they're both going to have headaches, and we're going to have one of the great fights to talk about.
Just 10 seconds to go in this round. Bishop went out there in that last round and beautifully, he won it with ease.
Yeah, he not only has skill, see, that's what I like about him. We have a lot of guys that have speed, they have power, but he fundamentally puts it together.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Good job snapping out that jab.
You know, if you're watching Muhammad Ali, you know you need a jab to move on the outside. But if you're coming forward, you need a jab, and there's proof of it.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Castillo. When you're the smaller man, sometimes you need to be the smarter man, and that's the case with Andre Bishop landing that jab. Good right hand by Andre Bishop. If I'm Bishop's corner, I'm really upset right now with how many body shots their fighter's absorbing. Halfway through this round here. Back and forth exchange. Zones in on that overhand right. Another huge. Raul Castillo's hurt by a big shot. That's a good job by Bishop offensively. Landing his combinations is a key to victory tonight. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Commits to the straight right. about that left hand? Solid right by Andre Bishop. Carisi's game plan being executed perfectly by Andre Bishop in that last round. He has a lot of momentum.
Yeah, now when he gets back to the corner, of course, Gus only has to tell him, keep doing what you're doing. But a guy like Gus, he'll remind him, hey, it starts with the jab, always fundamentals.
This is not a good sign for Andre Bishop. It appears that he's slowing at this point.
Yeah, what he needs to do is start placing his shots a little bit. But right now, as you just alluded to, he's just not throwing.
Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities, because he's got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. He scores with the jab there. I think Bishop scored really well there. He just damaged his opponent with that power shot upstairs. Bishop's lucky that the referee didn't see that. I can't believe he just got... Oh! Andre Bishop rocked by that power punch. Bishop is down. This is nothing new to Bishop. He's been down in life and inside the ring, and he's gotten up.
He knows how to behave. He's been in those circumstances outside the ring, and that will serve him right here.
Flush right hand to the head. Castillo's cheek is cut. You can see it's opening up now. Boy, that could be a factor later on. Bishop is stunned. He just took a huge punch.
And now he has to grab. He has to get in close and make sure that he kills some time.
Oh, and there you go. Oh, this is going to be close. He may be able to survive the round, but he has gone down now.
Come on.
Andre Bishop had high hopes in just his second. Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City for tonight's main event. 6 rounds among heavyweights. This should be a really good matchup here tonight. All that energy that we saw, it almost boiled over at the weigh-in yesterday. Now it gets to explode here in the ring. Very nice work to the head. The right hand landed. When a high stamina fighter is fighting another guy who's very well conditioned, is there any tendency for maybe some doubts to creep into his mind?
Yeah, there always are. Because you always want to have the edge. We're human beings. Boxers are no different. They want to say they have a little edge in that area. But they need to know that this is exactly what they're ready to do.
Wow, no doubt about it. Affected by that right hand. If I were him, I'd be hanging on a little bit here. The trainer of Andre Bishop was talking about the fact that, hey, this is a different beast fighting in the heavyweight division. He wants him to block some of these big blows. Andre Bishop needs to get away from these body shots. He is taking a lot of... Raul Castillo's rocked by a big shot there. What a wild round as both men have been affected. Carries that punch away. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. That's where he wants to be able to do some damage with his opponent backed up against the ropes. That's the clean shot with the left hand that he was looking for by Andre Bishop. Andre Bishop's landed a good solid combination. 10 seconds remaining in this round. A freight train uppercut by Castillo. And that's the end of round 1.
That's how I like it. Nice work that round, Andre. How you feel?
Castillo's bounces back in his step. The start of a new round, coming off a round in which he really took some punishment.
Well, that's what being in great shape will do for you. Also, great experience where he's been through these things before and he's not panicking.
Good headshot by Andre Bishop. That's a damaging blow. Look at Raul Castillo's tagged by a right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. A sharp and precise headshot by Andre Bishop. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. That's a big flush punch landing on Andre Bishop.
This is not the first time that Andre Bishop has been brought to this neighborhood. He has been shaken before. He will know what to do.
Andre Bishop getting back to basics, landing that right hand. The other day when we were talking to Andre Bishop, he said to have success in this fight, I have to land combinations. He landed a good one there. So Andre Bishop willing to throw the punch, but he did not see that right hand at all. He may want to tie up. Raul Castillo's in a bad place right now. He was tagged. And banging away he goes. Late goings here of this round, and he goes down. Can he survive it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And he catches a lucky break. Saved by the bell here at the end of the round, Teddy.
Yeah, right away you're thinking, you know, where do I spend my time right now? You want to tell him things that can help him, but he is really groggy right now, so you got to get him clear-minded first.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away.
You know, I didn't think we'd be saying this about him, but Teddy, right now, stamina is a real question mark for Bishop.
Yeah, and it's hard to understand how it would be because he's always been in shape before. You look at his body, it's not always an indicator, but it looks like he's in shape. You have to wonder if he assumed something and was a little overconfident in this fight.
Castillo's trying to get back to where he was here in this round. He was knocked down in the last round. Now, Teddy, when you're the opponent and you knock the guy down, those opening few moments of the next round, do you try to size up and kind of take into account where your opponent is? Do you look into his eyes and assess the situation?
Well, I don't know if you get close enough to look right into his eyes as the opponent, but first of all, in the corner, you better not send your fighter out if his eyes don't look clear. That's your responsibility, looking out for the fighter. But as the opponent out there, you look at his legs. If his legs look a little wobbly, you get right on him.
Coming to the halfway point of this third round.
Go get him!
Wow, what a right hand he just got caught by, and he's looking to tie up. Solid. Remember earlier, he was on the canvas. Now he's looking down on his opponent.
And we thought it was a bad thing earlier for him. It turned out to be a bad thing for his opponent because he got careless here.
Well, we know he can get up. What we don't know is how steady he will be on those legs.
But we know his personality. He's an offensive-minded fighter, and he has to control that right now. Right now, he has to think about defense.
That's a stinging right hand by Andre Bishop. And now he's targeting upstairs. And that's the end of round 3. Here we go with the 4th round. Bishop's corner has to be pleased with everything they've seen so far tonight. Consensus ringside is that this is a one-sided fight, that he's in complete control on the scorecard.
Yeah, well, he's having his way, and it's not going to change unless he gets a little cocky here. If he starts looking for maybe one shot instead of putting them together the way he's doing, maybe it allows his opponent to have a little bit of hope, a little ray of hope, get back in this fight.
Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Doing great.
Got to be accurate to send the combination to the body, and he does that. Castillo's got a cut. We can see that he's bleeding from his mouth, and that can be a real problem. People don't realize it, but that could be a big, big problem. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. He got all into that one. That was a solid uppercut. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Keeping him honest with the double jab up top. Scored well upstairs with the right hand. Castillo's at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo. All right. Underway here to live fight action. Tough fight to score. Very, very even, closely contested bout throughout. Good, solid right hand by Andre Bishop. Andre Bishop's got it down pat. Straight is great. Straight punch wins.
Yeah, especially when your opponent is standing straight in front of you.
Accurate jab brings the right hand. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. And he's holding. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. A minute and a half to go. He returns the favor with an uppercut. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Look at the accuracy with that hook upstairs. Now hugging on the inside. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Last 10 seconds. And round 5 comes to an end. His eye is completely shut. He really is at risk of being a TKO loser here. I suppose if he can defend himself properly, the fight will go on.
Yeah, well, that's going to be up to the discretion, the judgment of the referee. I mean, this is what the referee is paid for. His judgment in this kind of situation.
Bishop's doing well here with that. Oh, he just ate a big uppercut right there. Big, big shot comes crashing home. This is going to take some guts to get up from this. Once again, he goes down.
Bishop able to get back on his feet, but will he be steady on those feet?
I think he will, and believe it or not, I think there may be an opportunity for him to catch his opponent coming in a little reckless.
Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot.
Nice work.
Just a minute and a half left in the fight.
Unload. More punches.
Bishop's got no chance of keeping his opponent off balance. None at all, because he's not moving at all.
Maybe he doesn't want to. You know, guys start to deteriorate, not just physically outside, but inside. Maybe he's given up already. And maybe he doesn't want to fall down. He knows everybody's going to see that. But maybe this is his way of getting out of there. He knows the ref's going to stop him.
That right hand is becoming a crutch. He can just lean on it now. You see him holding on.
Keep moving.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Keep moving.
Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Castillo. Which way did it go after a very exciting fight now in the books? Let's send it up to the ring to find out. Heavyweight action headlining our fight card here at the Mexico City Plaza in the heart of Mexico City. Good evening, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. What a curious path it's been in the career of Andre Bishop, the former middleweight prospect, now fighting his second fight as a heavyweight. He will do so tonight against Raul Castillo. The trainer of Andre Bishop was talking about the fact that, hey, this is a different beast fighting in the heavyweight division. He wants him to block some of these big blows. And you can see already that Castillo is targeting Andre Bishop's midsection. Good left hand by Andre Bishop. Nice strike after catching one by Andre Bishop. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Scores well to the head with the right hand. Teddy, typically in a fight like this, when we have a power puncher against a real high stamina, well-conditioned fighter, what adjustments do you usually see made throughout the fight?
Well, one of the adjustments is on the side of the power puncher. He may find out that he better stop looking for home runs, stop swinging for the fences. He may have to adjust his game where he's using the jab more, looking for singles and doubles, not just that big one over the fence.
That's a good job by Bishop offensively. Landing his combinations is a key to victory tonight. Scores with the combo to the head.
Good work.
This is typical Raul Castillo, scoring well to the body. Andre Bishop is hurting. Will you look at this? Look at this pace that these two are fighting at so early in the fight. Teddy, each man must have been determined to think they can get the other one out of here early.
Yeah, I want to see who blinks first, though. That's what's interesting to me. Who changes? They can't both keep this up.
A clean, big hook to the head by Andre Bishop. Here we go. Round two is underway. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. See, Andre Bishop, that training really paid off. Just back to basics with the 1-2. Boom, boom. Landing two jabs by Andre Bishop. Flipping him with that uppercut. Big shot by Castillo. A stabbing right hand comes in by Andre Bishop. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Nice work, the left hand to the head. Andre Bishop getting to his opponent's head. Nice job by Bishop with the power shot. Able to land another power shot early on here, Teddy. Does he have to worry about trying to keep up this pace?
No, I don't think so. If he keeps at this pace, he's not going to be around to worry.
Bishop's tagged by a hook. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Bishop's got a little something coming back at him. A counter punch scored. Bishop's right hand working well that time. He scored well. Right to the belt line. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Andre Bishop. Solid hook upstairs. He comes with the straight right hand. And this round comes to an end.
You gotta pick it up. You hear me? Pick it up.
And we are back underway. Another round in a fight that's been very entertaining, but I wouldn't want to be a judge. This is one of those fights that could go either way. Carissi's known for really pushing Andre Bishop very hard during training camp. But right now, we're not seeing the results. He seems to be fading a bit.
Yeah, you start to wonder whether or not Andre Bishop has gotten a little full of himself, you know, breaking the rules a little bit, maybe getting a little cocky. And maybe, you know, Gus sees him in the gym, but he doesn't see him 24/7. Maybe Andre not living the right way.
Well-targeted right hand by Andre Bishop. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Right hand crashes home. He never saw it coming. He should tie up. Castillo's inconsistencies are really showing up now. At times he has shown defense tonight. Other times, with what we've seen recently, he's getting hit by the left hand.
Yeah, what he has to do is now make the adjustment.
That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that.
Shake it off.
Here's a moment here as you see the step back counter punch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces him into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
Bishop has to change things here. He cannot continue on taking that many body punches. Good work toe-to-toe there. Both fighters got in on him. Bishop's doing really well on the outside, utilizing his jab. A little head hunting with the right. A clean shot lands upstairs by Andre Bishop. And that's the end of round 3. Halfway through this fight as this round gets underway here. Been interesting so far. Who knows what we're in store for down the stretch. Oh, a devastating power punch by Andre Bishop. Bishop's shown us that if he pulls this trigger, he's hitting that target. His accuracy is great.
Well, that's part of his ability. You know, I mean, it's not just his hand speed and that he's technically good. You know, he's got a little bit of pop, but he knows when to throw. See, that's important, Joe. Knowing when to let the hands go. He knows exactly what time it is.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Raul Castillo. Good, solid right hand lands. Right to the head with that right. Seconds to go in round number 4. He's committed to the combination punching now, and it's working out well up top. He returned fire right there, and it worked. After being rocked, now he gets his man.
At this point, it's not about the skills and the abilities of these two fighters. It's about the dreams of them, and one of them is being eliminated.
There is something called a will to win. Andre Bishop has it. He's going to find a way to overcome the damage that was done.
Keep moving.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Raul Castillo. When the bell rings, signifying the end of the round.
You're throwing punches, but your hands are down. Are you good?
Bishop's recuperative powers are proving to be very strong right here. This is the start to the round he wanted to have, coming off a round where he was clearly damaged. I really like what he's doing here. I mean, if you were to pick any one piece of weaponry that you say aligns with what he is strategically as a fighter, it is the jab, and he's firing it off beautifully.
And he's firing it off consistently all night at the right distance. He's getting full extension on that punch. And that's making him effective offensively and safe defensively. He's out of the other fighter's range.
Good right hand. Right to the body. Well-targeted two-punch combo by Andre Bishop. Andre Bishop's right hand scores well. Castillo's mouth is cut, and you can see it's getting worse as things progress here. That could be a factor later on. That's what Andre Bishop wants to do right there, land the right hand. Oh, you see him with the left to the head there? Raul Castillo's cracked by a right hand. He got rocked. He just got rocked, and he's still taking punches.
The only way right now is to grab on a little bit, stop this flow.
Good right hand by Andre Bishop. He needs more of that. Took a shot. Now he gives a left. A headshot blocked. Oh, nice job by Andre Bishop there, landing that jab. It has been a very consistent night by Andre Bishop. He has built up a lead on the scorecards, and nothing but good praise coming from trainer Gus Carissi.
And he has such a cushion. Don't be shocked. It happens in this business, believe me. If his trainer doesn't tell him, you know what, work with him a little bit. Don't get careless, but work on things. Carry him a little bit. Get some rounds.
Raul Castillo snapped by a right hand. Teddy, I think he's going to go down. I think he's going to go down after getting tagged right there.
He doesn't know where to go. I mean, he's like a guy that's caught in a hailstorm. He's trying to get to the other side of the street, but he just doesn't know where it is now.
He engages in the clinch. He went from almost being knocked out to being right back in it. This is excessive holding we're seeing here now. That's a big flush punch landing on Andre Bishop.
This is not the first time that Andre Bishop has been brought to this neighborhood. He has been shaken before. He will know what to do.
To it, that right hand by Andre Bishop. Castillo's showing a little bit of a defensive shell, but Teddy, I'm seeing punches still getting through and splitting that guard.
Yeah, well, that's the problem, Joe, when you put those earmuffs on, but you don't move your head. Some of them are going to get through, and just as importantly, you handcuff yourself, so your opponent is going to stay in there a little bit longer, knowing that nothing's coming back right away.
Not much action as he just ties up. Last 10 seconds of the fight. The unexpected final bell as we will now await to hear the judges' scores.
We thought the styles of these two guys, they would go after each other early, but sometimes too much respect for each other, and that's what it turned out.
Mexico City was a big success. People are talking about Andre Bishop again. Welcome back.
It feels good to be back. Thanks, Megan, for everything.
I know Franco and my father set you up. I can't prove it, but I know it. You wouldn't do something like that. I know what kind of man you are. I know what kind of man my father is.
You know, it doesn't even matter anymore. I did the time.
It matters to me, Andre.
So what now?
We gotta get you cleaned up.
Well, will you look at this, huh? You don't look like a bum no more.
Thanks, Gus.
Hey, thank me later. Let's get to work. Come on. Come on. Nice work, Megan.
You too, Gus.
Big step up, kid. This next guy is a legit top 20 heavyweight. Now, people still think that you can't hang with the big guys. They think that you're just a blown-up middleweight. Well, I say, fuck 'em. People say that I'm just maybe a crazy old man. And if you think about it, maybe they're right. Maybe I am just a crazy old man. But you know something? It isn't what people think, Andre. In boxing, it's about what you know. What you know in your gut. What you know in your heart. And I know in my heart, you got what it takes. And I know in your heart, you know you got what it takes. When you come right down to it, all that matters is heart.
Well, this could be a major hurdle to overcome for Andre Bishop. Look at this replay. I believe this is where he hurts that right hand.
All right, kid, how you doing?
Right hands, bro.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah.
What do you want to do?
Use my left.
It's all about heart, kid. It's all about heart. And a good stiff left jab.
Teddy, this will be very interesting to see if Andre Bishop is favoring that right hand, because our video evidence clearly showed that he hurt that right hand.
But the hand that you use probably 90% of the time is the left hand. That's the lead hand, that's the setup hand, that's the jabbing hand. His corner needs to tell him now there's nothing wrong with that hand. Go out there and behave like a fighter. Go out there and win the fight.
And look at how much he's favoring things now, utilizing the left hand much more. Andre Bishop not coming with that typical right hand power we're used to seeing. And you can see Andre Bishop in pain after throwing that right hand. That's a non-factor against Meldrick Johnson. Well targeted 1-2 by Johnson.
Circle! Circle!
And now another left. Oh, and he comes back with an uppercut there after getting hit.
Get out of the way from those punches, man! Move your head!
And now he's targeting upstairs. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Andre Bishop is just going to do further damage by throwing the right hand the way he just did. And he's really doing a nice job of hitting the mark with the jab.
And that's exactly what he needs. And it's not hard to hit the mark when the mark's coming at you. The right choice of a punch.
Up and down, side to side.
Now he ties up there. Well-placed counter punch by Johnson.
Come on!
Final 10 seconds. See, this is where Andre Bishop carries that speed from his middleweight days forward. Even though he's a heavyweight now, you can see how quickly he can deliver that hook.
To the head he goes with a left hand. And now you can see him doing some fine work here on the outside of his opponent.
You know, and I see a terribly long, difficult night for his opponent because we already know he's going to win on the inside. That's his place. Now he's controlling things outside where it's not supposed to be his place.
Now this is amazing to me because there's no doubt in my mind that Andre Bishop has severely injured that right hand. He's a one-arm fighter right now, just utilizing that left hand. And here's the stunner. I think he's beating Meldrick Johnson with just that left hand.
Relax. Hey, you got some of that too. Let's go.
Johnson's doing really well on the outside. Good solid jab by Andre Bishop. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Good flush shot upstairs. Up top with the quick hook. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Meldrick Johnson. Johnson's coming through now beautifully. That's the combination punching he wants to put forth. Nice, sharp, fundamentally sound hook right there, and it served him well. Now you're seeing stamina right here. How can they possibly keep up this pace? Minutes ago in this round, and they have been all out.
I know how I feel, Joe, myself. I mean, I feel like I've been on a roller coaster, except I'm not sitting, I'm standing.
A solid, true uppercut by Meldrick Johnson. Bishop's opponent is having a field day, Teddy. That left hand lands again.
Well, he keeps moving the wrong direction. He needs to move away from that punch.
Piercing jab.
Okay, get your hands
Scored
up.
well up top. See, if I'm in the corner of Andre Bishop, I'd be telling him right now, listen, do not swallow. You have a bloody mouth. That is not going to serve you well at all. Bishop's mouth is bad. Andre Bishop now just has to turn things over to Gus Carisi in that corner and hope they can do a lot of work on that cut in these 60 seconds.
Exactly. You never know how a fighter's going to behave when he's tested in that way. You know, he's been tested where he's been hurt, things like that. But when you're cut, you never know what a person's going to do, how he's going to behave.
An accurate left by Andre Bishop. A target on his head, and he places the hook right on it. Little head hunting with the left.
Focus.
A crushing two-punch combo by Johnson. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Johnson's right in the way of that hook to the head. Oh, that had to hurt. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Andre Bishop. There's another left hand from him. A well-targeted jab that time. Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there are some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counter-punching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
Johnson's cut, and you can see blood coming from his mouth. I don't know if maybe the mouthpiece caused that, but the bottom line is that he can be swallowing that, and that can take away from his wind and conditioning. Little head knocking with that right hand. Scored well with the hook. There's that proficient jab by Andre Bishop. Carisi, and Bishop is stunned. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Is this the end for Andre Bishop now? He has some questions to answer after being floored by that power punch. This is nothing new to Bishop. He's been down in life and inside the ring, and he's gotten up.
He knows how to behave. He's been in those circumstances outside the ring, and that will serve him right here.
And there's the left hand working well for him again.
The power hand, okay? Keep circling away from that power hand.
An interesting footnote to what we're seeing here tonight with Andre Bishop. We showed you the replay earlier where it appeared that he hurt his right hand in the first round. The word we're getting is that those in the know say he actually had injured that hand during his prison stay. Bishop's not skipping a beat. He came out just the way he finished up last round.
Yeah, what I like is that he's a thinking man's fighter, and his corner gave him probably good advice. They know that the opponent only had 60 seconds to recover, and they're figuring it wasn't enough time.
If Meldrick Johnson can't beat this version of Andre Bishop, what does that say? Because there's no doubt about it, Bishop has hurt that right hand. He's winning this fight with just his lead hand. Johnson's tagged by that powerful hook. Bishop's eye is an absolute mess. That cut is really a major issue. Wow! Once again, he goes down. Can he survive this? It can all change so fast in this game, and for Andre Bishop, the injured right hand changed everything. So all eyes at the start of round number 2 now are on the right hand of Andre Bishop. Remember, our video replay showed clearly that he hurt that right hand in round number 1, but how much will he use it here? That would give us the ultimate confirmation.
Well, one of the things he has to do, Joe, is make sure that nobody other than us knows that he hurt that hand. He's got to go out there and not show his opponent that that's bothering him. Use the left hand, maybe every once in a while fake like you're going to throw the right hand so your opponent doesn't know, doesn't take advantage of that fact.
He's committed to that left hand, and it's working out. And Andre Bishop now appears reluctant to throw that right hand. You remember when Andre Bishop was a good, hard-charging middleweight prospect? He was a great combination puncher. That's what he's doing now as a heavyweight here. That's a good left hand by Johnson. Oh, what a power punch by Meldrick Johnson. What a damaging blow. Nice hook upstairs. Scores up top with a left. Final minute of a round that'll go down in the history books. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt.
So in this kind of situation, it's kind of like a wounded animal. Yeah, you could go after, but you better be careful because he'll strike out when you don't expect it.
He clinches when he gets to the inside. Johnson's defense is paying off now. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. A well-targeted hook to the head by Andre Bishop. Look at that. The hook came home with ease.
Like, breathe for me. Deep breath.
Bishop's legs are just fine, thank you. That was the big question. In the last round, he was damaged, but here a fresh start.
You know, Joe, we talk about having a good chin all the time, being able to shake off a good blow, but this is part of having a good chin, being able to recover after being shaken out, after the round before.
This is one of the most impressive, gutsy displays we've ever seen out of Andre Bishop. It is absolutely... Wow, what a turnaround. You never know what's going to happen in this game.
You're never supposed to take anything for granted, never assume anything. They tell you that in life. In the ring, you get taught that real fast.
He got caught by a big shot. He comes back with the left hand again. What would you recommend based on what we're seeing here?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go, oh no, actually I would say a little counter-punching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. Rushing uppercut by Meldrick Johnson.
Side to side.
Good job with another left hand. Good smooth work by Johnson. That's classic counterpunching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. You know, he just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
That cut is having a major impact on this fight. It threatens this fight right now for Andre Bishop as he's back in the corner.
Now, the easy thing to do is blame the corner, the cut man, for not stopping that. But a little blame has to go to the fighter. It's his responsibility to give that medicine, the coagulants, a chance to work. He went out there and he got hit right on the spot again.
And now another left. That's a good hook by Andre Bishop.
Get in there. Like what I say in there.
Body shot, left hand.
Keep moving.
Hits him in the mug with the right. Johnson's acting like a desperate man right now. He was stunned earlier. Now it's bombs away.
Yeah, he's hoping to catch him. And when you're hoping to catch him, usually hope goes out the window.
That's a big hook by Andre Bishop that time. His opponent felt it. And he just turns that hook up top, and it does damage. The other day when we were talking to Andre Bishop, he said to have success in this fight, I have to land combinations. He landed a good one there. That's nice work by Bishop there, landing the left hand. Johnson's cut is clearly in the area of his mouth. You can see blood coming from his mouth. A well-placed left hand up top. He nearly lifted him off the ground. What an uppercut by Meldrick Johnson.
That's it.
There's
Just
another
like
left
that.
hand from him. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Meldrick Johnson. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it.
Keep your hands up.
You see him with the left to the head there?
Gotta get close. Gotta move forward and get close to this guy. When you get inside, I need you to chop to that.
And here's a little insight we're getting from our ringside researcher. He says that Andre Bishop actually had a previous injury to that damaged right hand. And get this, Teddy, it happened during his prison term. Look at the mess in the ring right now. Johnson's cut is just painting himself
Jump
red.
on it.
Yeah, it's a good thing. At least we think that judges are not influenced by the way a fighter looks. Because if they were, no rounds are going in his favor.
A solid uppercut by Meldrick Johnson. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out from here. Johnson's cut is now changing the course of this fight.
Well, the fighter's been trying to do his job. Now the corner man is the most important person right now in that ring. He has to do his job and stop that bleeding.
You're not focusing.
And there's the left hand working well for him again. And look at how well Bishop is scoring with that left. You know, there's a lot to like with Andre Bishop, but right now, I don't like the way he looks in terms of his conditioning.
He looks like he's slowing down a little bit. And you got to wonder if it's a little mental, too. He got a little discouraged that his opponent is still there.
Parries that punch intended for the head. Great hook to the head that time. Nice strike after catching one by Meldrick Johnson. Bishop's getting back to basics. A good solid
Lead him
jab.
to the punch.
Johnson's inability to get away from his opponent's left hand is so evident.
And it's going to stay that way if he doesn't change something. He needs to move the other direction, away from that punch.
Solid left hand to the head. Teddy, you gotta like this because he's using that jab the way you like him to.
Especially when you're being aggressive. You walk in, you want to walk in where the guy can't see you coming. That jab blinds your opponent.
And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Good biting, snapping shot by Johnson. Andre Bishop, he's been working hard on that jab, has Bishop, and here he's putting it to good use. Really solid left hand by Andre Bishop. That's exactly what his corner wants him to do.
Keep your feet moving.
Able to land the hook to the head. He's committed to that left hand, and it's working out. Good step back counter punch there. What a great job. He gave big shot he just scored with. Oh, he doesn't look good. He just went down, and not the way he wanted it to go.
No, he's standing on the outside, Joe. He shouldn't be standing there. The old-timers would say, take a walk around the block.
I give him a lot of credit for even getting up from that knockdown, but he still has to impress and move forward here.
Yeah, I applaud him. I give him credit, but I also recognize that he's in good shape. That's one of the reasons he
Stay
got
away
up.
from those. Come on.
He comes back with the left hand again.
Move your head. Hooks on the inside.
Johnson's on the wrong end of a razor-sharp hook. Bombs away with the hook by Andre Bishop. Good job with another left hand. Little head hunting never hurt, does it with the hook. And this round comes to an end.
Get some water. You good?
Hey, it's obvious that he's a one-handed fighter, but I'll tell you, Andre Bishop is having continued success just with that left.
Bishop's easily winning this fight just based on his hand and foot speed. He's getting in and out with ease.
And what his opponent needs to do is control range so he gets it down to where his opponent is shadow boxing. Yeah, he's got fast hands, but it doesn't matter if you're not standing in front of him to use them. Right now, he's standing in the wrong place.
And now another left.
Use the ring. Use the ring.
That's it. That's
Takes
it.
one, but gives one. Good work by Andre Bishop.
Bishop's able to land a nice, clean left hand.
Solid right by Johnson.
That is exactly what the corner wanted to see. A good combination punch by Andre Bishop.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Meldrick Johnson.
Right hand over the top, very accurate with it.
And now a well-placed hook to the head. How about that left hand? Fires off that hook.
There's another left hand from him.
Keep your distance.
Good job. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Johnson. Good looking uppercut that time. What impact from that uppercut by Meldrick Johnson. Goes up top with a right hand.
Move those feet.
Good job on the two-punch combo by Johnson.
Keep pushing.
3 minutes gone by in this round. Here it is, the final round of what has been a closely contested battle.
You gotta see that
And just
coming.
grabbing
Let's
onto his opponent.
go. Head and body, head and body.
Good left hand by Andre Bishop.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Comes across with a hook up top. Bishop's locked in on that target with the hook. Why so easy, Teddy? Why is he making this look so easy with that
Well,
punch?
first of all, his opponent's standing right there in front of him, and his opponent's not really an inside fighter, so he's having a ball right now.
Well-targeted hook by Andre Bishop.
And there's the left hand working well for him again.
Get after him.
Oh, what a hook upstairs. Up top with the right hand. Good flush shot upstairs. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Meldrick Johnson. He's committed to that left hand, and it's working out. On the mark with that hook by Andre Bishop. Nice work, the left hand to the head. Hooks to the head.
Double jab, double jab.
Meldrick Johnson's feeling the effects now of that hook.
In and out, in and out.
Good action throughout, a close fight. Good, solid, close fight. Let's hear how the judges have it by sending it up to the ring for the official decision.
Isaac, what do you think of Andre Bishop as a challenger?
I think you're an idiot for asking me that question. You get paid to do this? It's your first show? Challenger. I think it'll be a challenge not to kill Andre Bishop. Little Andre can't even throw a punch without breaking his hand.
Those were Isaac Frost's words just a few short months ago after Andre Bishop apparently hurt his hand in a fight right here on ESPN. After only taking a short break to let the hand mend, Andre Bishop back in action tonight against heavyweight contender Reggie Stewart. Many are interested to see if the injury will have lingering effects on Bishop in what should be a very entertaining heavyweight matchup. Let's go back ringside to Joe and Teddy.
Boardwalk Hall here in Andre Bishop